And there you have it, the closing bell at the New York Stock Exchange, signaling the end of the trading day. Fears of a Russian invasion of Ukraine fueled a day of sell-offs. The Dow Jones closed out the day down over 600 points.
The S&P 500 and NASDAQ also took a hit. The S&P dropped around 2%. The tech-heavy NASDAQ fell more than 2.5%.
And for more on what is moving the market today, Lori Bettinger joins us. She's the president of BancAlliance and the former director of the Troubled Asset Relief Program. Lori, great to see you again. So what drove the market so far down today?
Good to see you again. And Tanya, I think you hit on it when you mentioned there is just so much geopolitical uncertainty right now. You know, we talk about markets don't like uncertainty, and we certainly have it with the situation in Ukraine. And we're just seeing that there's so much news coming out. There's questions as to, what's accurate, what's propaganda. And I think in today's environment, it's really easy to understand how everyone assumes the worst when you're confronted with a situation like this.
And aside from the instability we might see with the stock market, we also want to talk about some other things, including inflation. What are some other economic ramifications Americans might end up experiencing because of the crisis between Ukraine and Russia?
Right, that's such a good question. And so often these economic factors can feel really fuzzy, I think, to the average American consumer for good reason. But with this particular potential crisis, there is certainly an impact for us to see higher energy prices, which translates to higher gas prices. And we're hearing so much these days about inflation. And one of the biggest drivers of inflation right now is energy prices. And I think that we're seeing that week after week as we, go put gas in our cars and the prices are higher. And if this crisis really does continue to evolve and, we have an invasion or things just get worse, I think we can expect to see a rise in energy prices. And that could really put a lot of pressure on the prices that we're paying here in this country very quickly and very directly. So this isn't just going to feel like some hypothetical economic impact that people are talking about. This is something that will affect a lot of Americans every day in a very real way.
Right. And Lori, I want to ask about unemployment claims, because first-time unemployment claims rose slightly last week, but overall the 4-week average still shows a drop in new claims. So reading in between the numbers, what do you make of the recent jobs report?
I think that, you don't want to see the numbers go up, but I don't think that this is at least already a huge sign that there's anything wrong with the job market. You see some volatility. You see that over the week on a week-by-week basis, which why you point out, I think it's really important to look at the monthly statistics. And I think we're just seeing a little bit of a jump, probably for a reason that, we don't need to dig into all the data and make up a reason where there isn't one. I don't think this is a huge sign yet. And I certainly don't think that's what, was driving the big downturn in the stock market today. We'll just sort of have to keep our eye on this. But most of the stories we're hearing are that employers are still doing everything they can to retain their current employees and find new ones to fill vacancies.
All right, Lori Bettinger, thank you so much.
Thank you.